Good morning, students. My name is Nishtha Sharma, Assistant Professor at Kalinga University. And today we are going to start the session on human resource management. So when we talk about the human resource management, the evolution of human resource management is indeed fascinating. Initially, we started with the personal management, which used to concern with the administrative tasks like hiring, payroll, and compliance. But over the time, it shifted from transactional role to strategic one, emphasizing the employee development, engagement, and aligning human resource strategies with the broader organization objectives. These days, human resource plays a pivotal role in shaping the organizational success. It is not about hiring and firing, but also fostering a culture that promotes innovation, productivity, employee well-being. Strategic human resource involves aligning HR practices with overall business strategies, anticipating the future needs, and developing the talent that propels the organization forward. So, with this historical progression of human resource management, it helps appreciate its current significance and the expensive scope within the organization. It's no longer confined to the traditional functions but extend to talent management, organizational development, diversity and inclusion, change management, and much more. So when we talk about the evolution, it also includes the critical role in driving the organizational success in contemporary business environment, for which the essential competencies of human resource manager typically possess, which should a human resource manager should have. One is the communication skills, leadership abilities, ethical and confidential conduct, adaptability and problem solving, business acumen, so that the human resource manager's competencies roles are ever evolving, requiring a blend of traditional HR expertise, because again the human resource involves the two types of things, the transactional role as well as the strategic role. And they also include needs to have the empathy and the deep understanding of the broader organizational landscape. So when we talk about the human resource manager, it doesn't only confine to these competencies. The major part involves is the human resource planning, which analyzes many factors such as projected business growth, turnover rates, workforce demographics to determine the number of employees needed in various roles. Qualitatively, it also considers the skill, competencies, talent required to meet the organizational objective. So basically, the human resource planning is bridging the gap, what is expected and where we want to reach, and moreover working towards the fulfilling these gaps as well. Job analysis, so it includes the one of the basic fundamental thing, that is the job analysis, which is the most important component of human resource planning. It involves the breakdown of job into essential components to understand the nature, requirement, and the responsibilities. So basically, job analysis comprises of two elements. One is job description and one is job specification. When we say job description outlines the duties, responsibilities, and tasks associated with a particular job. It includes details such as job title, duties, relationship with the positions, and the qualifications. But when we talk about the specifications, it specifies the skill, qualifications, experience, and characteristics required by an individual to perform the job successfully. It details the necessary competencies, educational background, and personal traits of a specific role. So, if we differentiate between these two, job description is basically for the employees, and job specification is what is expected out of the employees. So, developing the comprehensive job description and specification is vital for effective human resource planning and management. These documents usually serve as a benchmark for recruitment, selection, and performance evaluation and training development initiatives. HR policies are also formulated to guide employee behavior, outline expectations, and shape the organization culture. They cover many of the areas like recruitment, compensation, benefits, performance management, and employee conduct. Well crafted HR policies align with the legal requirements, support the organization goal, and contribute to the positive environment. So, when we are doing the job analysis is basically helping us to formulate all the policies related to human resource, which is actually needed to fulfill the legal requirements and to support the organizational goal again as well. So to formulate and implement these policies, the workplace practices fostering the conductive work culture and ensuring the consistency and fairness in HR process along with the organization. So when we talk about the after doing the HRP is done, that is human resource planning is done, we understand that what type of people and what number of people are there required for fulfilling the organization goal. So there are the different phases of this particular process. We start with the recruitment, which is a phase which involves attracting, sourcing and identifying the potential candidates for job vacancies. It begins with defining the job requirements, which we have already done through the job description process, followed by the advertising positions, which we again have done through the job specification. Both internally and externally, the recruitment process is done with the aim to bring in diverse pool of the qualified candidates. Once the recruitment process starts, the next step we move with the selection process. Once the recruitment phase generates a pool of applicants, the selection process begins. It involves basically the screening and shortlisting of applications, conducting the interviews, assessment and the background checks to identify the best suited candidates. The goal is to match the skill qualifications and the personal traits with the job requirement. Once the selection process is over, with the last reference check stage, we move to the placement. After selecting the right candidate, they are placed in the respective roles within the organization. This involves offering the position, negotiating the terms of employment and finalizing the contractual agreements. Then we move with the next stage. After the placement, it begins with the induction and the training process of the employees. Induction, also known as onboarding, in this particular phase, the new employees introduced to the organizational culture, values, policies, and practices to make them familiarized with their roles, responsibilities, and the broader work environment. Effective induction program help new hirees to integrate smoothly into the company and become productive more quickly. Then the next stage after the induction, it goes to the socialization. Beyond the formal onboarding process, socialization involves integrating new employees into the social fabric of the organization. As I said, that human resource management is now more in a broader term, and it moves from the transactional actions to the strategic actions, and now the things are more into socializing the employees instead of only hiring and making the people work. So this particular part, this includes helping them to establish the relationship with colleagues, understanding the informal networks and adapting the company norms. So each of these phases basically contribute significantly to build a cohesive and efficient workforce. A executed recruitment and selection process ensures the right people are at the right place in the right position, while effective induction and socialization programs helps to facilitate their successful integration in the organization. This not only enhances productivity but also fosters employee engagement and retention, contributing to the overall success of the organization. So once the social induction process is done, the next stage to which the employees need to proceed after the selection process is the training and development part. Training, as the workforce, because as a workplace evolve, employee needs to update their skills, knowledge continually. Training addresses these needs, whether it's to adapt a new technology, enhance job specific competencies, or develop leadership skill. It also boosts employee morale and engagement by showing an organization's investment in their growth. So there, to do all these sort of things, there are many types of training process which is being conducted by the organization. Various types of training, that on the job training and off the job training, which includes the classroom sessions, workshops, seminars, e-learning modules, mentoring, coaching and simulations. Once the trainee is passed through these number of processes, they move to the evaluation process. Assessing the effectiveness of training program is crucial. Evaluation can involve pre and post training assessments, feedback of participants, observation of skill applications, measuring outcomes against predetermined objectives. This helps to determine training impact and contribution to the employee development and organization goals. Again, the role specific training is also given to the employees. Tell them to make sure that they are being well equipped with the training roles. So tailor-made training programs for the specific job roles basically ensures employee to acquire the necessary skills and knowledge required to perform their duties effectively. It focuses on enhancing job-related competencies and can include technical training, job-specific process and industry-specific skills. Then we again move to the one more particular type of training, that is competency-based training. This type of training emphasizes developing competencies, aligning organizational objective. It focuses on broader skills such as leadership, communication, problem solving, teamwork, which are valuable across various roles within the organization. So in order to align individual skills with the organizational objective through a well role specific and competency based training ensures that the employee not only meet job requirements but also contribute effectively to the organization's overall success. It fosters a culture of continuing learning, adaptability and innovation, vital for thriving into today's dynamic business landscape scenario. So this is for the session 1. We'll move to the session 2 now.